We're going to find a way. Whatever you put in front of us, we're going to find a way. It doesn't matter. It does not matter whatsoever. We're going to find a way every single time we step on this court. Every time.
We're going to find a way. Whatever you put in front of us, we're going to find a way. It does not matter whatsoever. Every single time you step on this court, every time.
And in the hallways of the United Center, one high school kid got the chance to meet him. Kobe shakes his hand, looks him dead in...
This story begins with Kobe Bryant.
Why work if you don't want to be the best?
Years ago, and what happened today at Madison Square Garden proved that Kobe didn't just hand over a pair of shoes that day. He handed over a legacy. Christmas Day 2014, the Los Angeles Lakers traveled to Chicago to take on the Bulls. Kobe Bryant couldn't play that day. He was dealing with soreness, but he still made the trip. In the hallways of the United Center, one high school kid got the chance to meet him. Kobe shook his hand, looked him dead in the eye, and asked one question, just 10 words. "Kobe, why work if you don't want to be the best?" Then he walked into the locker room and came back out with a pair of red Christmas Kobe 9s, the exact shoes he was supposed to wear that night. The shoes were special. But that 10-word question laid the foundation for a player who, 12 years later, would drop 45 points to clinch an NBA championship. This wasn't some random coincidence. Jalen Brunson's father, Rick Brunson, was a former NBA guard himself, and his mother, Sandra, had played varsity volleyball at Temple University alongside Kobe's sister, Sharia. When Rick joined the Bulls coaching staff and the family moved to Chicago, and it was there, as a 14-year-old, that Jalen Brunson started making a name for himself as one of the most promising young players in Illinois. During his senior year, there were no games scheduled on Christmas Day, so Brunson and his mother found themselves inside the United Center watching the Bulls take on the Lakers. Kobe never played that night, but for Jalen, that turned into the best thing that could have happened. A 17-year-old found himself face-to-face with his idol. Brunson later recalled the moment. Brunson: "That moment will sit with me forever. Everything else is kind of a blur. He had these red high-top Kobe 9s, the Christmas 9s, and the shoes just kind of fell into my hand. He said, 'Here, these are for you.'" Brunson wore those shoes throughout the Proviso West Holiday Tournament, despite the bright red clashing with his school's green and white colours. He led his team to the championship and walked away with tournament MVP honours. Brunson: "When you're wearing a shoe like that, I feel like it gives you an extra confidence boost." But looking back, the shoes weren't the most valuable thing Kobe gave him that day. Those 10 words were. Because a quote only matters if you actually live it. Most people hear inspiring words and move on. Brunson went to work. The truth is, long before he ever met Kobe, Brunson already knew how to work. His father had played under legendary coach John Chaney at Temple before carving out a 9-year NBA career of his own, and Rick brought those same demanding standards into his son's development. Grueling drills in the summer heat, hill sprints, backwards runs, weighted vest workouts, hundreds of dribbling reps. Film study at an age when most kids were just playing for fun. By the time Brunson met Kobe, the work ethic was already there. Kobe just gave that work a purpose. The drills taught Brunson how to work hard. Those 10 words taught him why. As Brunson climbed through the ranks, the same labels followed him everywhere. Too short, too slow, too easily covered. Lavelle Moore, a USA basketball assistant coach, once described walking to the gym at 5:30 in the morning and finding Brunson already deep into a full workout, drenched in sweat, before team practice even began. At Villanova, nothing was guaranteed. Head coach Jay Wright made no promises about minutes. So Brunson forced the opportunity. Assistant coach Ashley Howard Jalen came in as the only McDonald's All-American on our team. He was aware enough to know, I'm going to come in here and outwork everybody so that no one could say I'm not earning this. The results spoke for themselves. Between 2016 and 2018, Brunson helped lead Villanova to 2 national championships. By his final season, he had swept the Wooden Award, the Naismith Award, and AP Player of the Year. And yet, after winning 2 NCAA championships, it still wasn't enough to guarantee him a first-round selection in the 2018 NBA Draft. The same issues followed him: his size, his athleticism. Brunson slipped into the second round while 3 of his Villanova teammates heard their names called in the first round. But Dallas Mavericks scout Kevin Stone described Brunson as having gold dust on him. Defined in very simple terms, he just wins. That was enough for then general manager Donnie Nelson to take Brunson with the 33rd overall pick. And just like Kobe before him, Brunson had already made up his mind. Nothing was going to stop him. For his first 2 seasons in Dallas, Brunson came off the bench. Then in the 2021-22 season, injuries to Luka Doncic and Tim Hardaway Jr. forced Brunson into the starting lineup. He didn't give his spot back. He signed with the Knicks, stepped into a bigger market, a bigger role. After just 1 season, Most Improved Player finalist. Over the next few years, he cemented himself as the franchise cornerstone. 4 years in New York, averaging 26 points per game, 3 All-NBA second-team selections, and the playoffs every single season. Then came the breakthrough. In the 2025-26 season, Brunson led the Knicks all the way to the NBA Finals for the first time in 27 years, June 2026.